I like dark. I like thick, substantial. I could take a whole one. Yeah, I could see myself getting into this.
It's on my tongue and it's tingling, like fizzing on my tongue. It's crazy.
Talk dirty to me.
Yeah, that sounds.
Oh yeah.
It's tripping me out a little bit.
Liquid form.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm like.
Can we get a zoom on that?
On my tongue. Hi everyone.
I'm Janet.
I'm Jason.
We're
Gumbo Mud. We're here
for dark beer.
What do we got today?
We have a super sweet collab between our friends at Space Brewery and Coolhaus Ice Cream.
Have you heard of Coolhaus Ice Cream?
I had not.
Yeah.
I assumed it was two breweries until I did my research and found out I've never seen Coolhaus in the stores or in any retail locations. So
and Common Space I haven't heard of either, and they're right there in Hawthorne, which is just east of Manhattan Beach. They're in LA.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I've heard of Hawthorne, but the distance.
Yeah, it's not far there, but I'd never heard of Common Space Brewery either. So this should be interesting. It sounds good. A chocolate molten cake milk stout.
Chocolate molten cake ice cream beer stout.
Yeah, and the back says milk stout.
Right. But it does say ice cream beer on the front. I know, which I looked at. I did a double take too.
Yeah.
I was like, is it ice cream beer or ice cream chocolate milk stout? Either way.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing.
Sounds good, yeah.
I love a good chocolate molten cake, and I love to make them. It's a 7% stout. And as Jason mentioned, they're out of Hawthorne, California.
Yeah.
Common Space is.
Common Space is.
Right.
How about Coolhaus?
Coolhaus, they are out of
Culver City.
Culver City.
Yeah.
Right. So they have.
Which is right there too. So
right. They have an actual, like one location where you can actually go get a scoop of their ice cream. Besides that, I think
Culver City,
they're in. They have like food trucks where you can get their ice cream sandwiches or scoops.
In LA, Dallas, and New York.
Yeah.
They have the trucks, ice cream trucks.
Right.
Interesting.
And then I also saw. I think they're available at Whole Foods, and for those of you that do Amazon Fresh,
they're on there too.
Yeah, which I've not seen them there. I don't know if they're available here, but I'm going to look because their website and their flavors sound incredible.
Yeah. Well, this beer is a homage to the chocolate molten cake ice cream from Coolhaus. I wonder if they have it on Amazon.
I hope.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the ice cream description is dark chocolate ice cream with chewy chocolate cake pieces and fudge frosting swirl.
Talk dirty to me.
Yeah, that sounds.
It
actually sounds like a Ben and Jerry's.
It sounds.
That's what it sounds like to me, a Ben and Jerry's kind of ice cream. So yeah.
Okay, that sounds incredible to me. Like if you can get
the beer is anywhere close to that, right?
Liquid form.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Common Space. I had not heard of this brewer before. Yeah. It sounds like just this massive, like, entertainment beer serving mecca. They have the gallery, which is 2,100 feet of like a private room where you can do small get-togethers.
2,100 square feet, yeah.
Right. What did I say?
2,100 feet.
Yeah. They have a thing called the launch pad, which is even smaller, 800 square feet. That would be good for like maybe a small meeting. Mm-hmm. They have the foundry, which again, private,
for
and
private
that's
parties.
just right off of the bar.
Yeah. Is that all included in the 6,000 square feet warehouse?
Right.
So within the 6,000 square feet, you have these little.
Yeah. If you go to their website, they actually have a like architectural drawing showing the square footage of each space.
It kind of sounds like Elsmith a little bit, where the whole thing is big, but you have little sections where you can rent private parties or rent the mezzanine or whatever.
Yeah. And that I don't think I included this. They have, of course, their tap room, and then they have an outdoor beer garden section too. So it's just like
that's big for LA.
It looked amazing.
That's kind of in the heart of LA there, yeah.
Yeah, I would love to make a stop there.
Yeah, definitely.
And then they've got the rooms that have like big screen TVs and whiteboards, audio visual. So if you want to have
meetings and anything,
business meeting, anything.
I think we have a Gumbo Mud meeting coming up here in the next month or so. We could.
I think we do.
depending on how good the beer is.
Exactly. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah, exactly.
So it just was like, they have a really great website, super informative, lots of pictures of all the different event spaces, but you could see that people were doing like engagement parties and
I'm sure.
business meetings and all that fun stuff we all love and hope to get back to after COVID.
Yeah.
So
is it like a company that owns it or a couple individuals or?
Yeah, actually it's 3 friends. It was 3 friends who they had all very different backgrounds. The founder is Brent Knapp. He's the founder, CEO. And then his co-founders, David Childress and Ryan Filippini. And then the head brewer there is Kushal Hall.
Wow.
So.
Yeah. Quite a variety of people, it looks like, backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah.
Just from their names, yeah.
Yeah, so this is our first beer from Common Space, and it sounds incredible.
Yeah, and 7% too, yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, let's do it. You guys can look up their website and stuff, and we'll have some stuff on the video, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think Brauerei was the other big one there in Long Beach that was huge and they would have beer festivals there. It's so big.
Yeah, that's really big to accommodate a festival.
Yeah, so it's interesting that all these places in LA are it's like a golden stout.
Oh my God, it is golden.
It's just interesting that all these places are so big in LA. Like they're doing, like you said, spaces for events, for meetings, for everything.
Yeah.
Instead of just a tap room.
That's really smart.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you could have down times. Why not make the most of your, space?
Yeah.
This is so light.
Yeah, so for appearance, what do you think? It poured super light.
It poured super light.
Like a golden stout is how it poured.
Yeah, now that it's all in, it's darker, but...
really light. Look how white your head is, like a white cream.
It's looking iced tea-ish in color.
For 7%, and isn't a lava cake dark? It's always like really
super dark.
Yeah.
The cake is dark, the lava, the molten
Everything's
is dark.
Right.
So
yeah.
This has me a little freaked out. I'm going to start with a 3.5.
Yeah.
The head looks nice, but the color...
Light.
The color is scaring me. I think it's going to be diluted in taste.
Is it? Yeah, it's a milk stout, so it's not a porter, it's a stout. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I gave it average. I gave it a 3 because it was just so light. It's a 7, but it is a stout. It's not a porter. It looked like a golden stout when I poured it. So yeah. So what about aroma? Let's see if you get the molten lava cake.
Okay, it smells good, thankfully.
Well, it's ice cream too, so maybe you're trying to get the lightness of the ice cream. I don't know. What do you get?
I get sweetness, just a general vague sweetness, which I say that often.
I can see the table through mine.
Oh,
it's so light.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, it's so light. I can see the table through it.
That's it. Just
it's super light.
Just like a standard stout, a standard stout with some sweetness.
Yeah.
That's it.
Not much aroma.
No.
Yeah. Kind of disappointing.
It does smell nice.
It's sweet. Yeah, it's a light sweets.
It smells nice, but nothing overly exciting.
Right.
So.
Especially from the name and everything.
I know.
All the description of it.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like the longest name ever. Chocolate Molten Cake Milk Ice Cream Beer Stout. So I'm going to stick with my 3.5 rating on aroma. There's nothing, offensive. It's lightly sweet, but besides that, kind of lacking.
Yeah, I stuck with my 3. I gave it an average.
did.
I gave it an average. It's sweet. It's just not much aroma to it at all. It's just kind of, it's there, but it's not much. So, yeah, I was expecting a little more. So, all right, taste. It's disappointing as far as the appearance and the aroma. It's disappointing.
How is this a stout?
Yeah.
I'm seeing our logo through it.
Yes, it's light. It literally poured like a golden stout, which I'm not crazy about golden stouts, but
Okay, it tastes good.
yeah. Okay, what are you getting?
It tastes really good.
What's your flavors?
Wow, it's surprisingly really sweet. It's got a really nice taste. Just very pleasant. I don't know if I'm getting, ice cream or cake. I've never had Coolhaus specifically.
Yeah.
But better believe I've had my fair share of ice cream and cake. It's really nice though. It's very pleasant. It does, the body is super light, but it's sweet. I mean,
Flavor sweet. Yes.
yeah, I like it.
What do you give it then?
Yeah, I kind of dig it. I'm gonna go with a 4.5 on
4.5?
taste. Yeah, I could see myself getting into this. Yeah.
I give it a 4. The thing that's kind of throwing it, it's sweet, but the carbonation, it's on my tongue and it's tingling. It's so much carbonation. Like my tongue is still tingling. There's so much carbonation in it or something. Something's going on. I don't know if there's a lot of lactose or sugar in it, but my tongue is tingling, like fizzing on my tongue. It's crazy. I've never had a beer do that. I'm like,
Can we get a zoom on that? Let's
on my
see.
tongue. It's crazy. But it is sweet. It does have a kind of ice cream taste to it, just a little bit.
It's really
just a little
unique.
bit, but it's unique and it's really, really sweet. So I gave it a 4 because I think it tastes good. I would like to share this. I wouldn't want to drink a whole one because it's that sweet, and the carbonation is tripping me out a little bit. The way it's tingling my tongue.
I could take a whole one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
It's sweet.
But I love sweet.
Yes.
You know me. I love sweet. I love to bake.
And you like carbonation too, and this
I do.
seems to have a lot of carbonation.
I do. But it's just like, it's still, even on the taste, it's still vague. Like, it's not this is an ice cream beer. This is a cake-inspired beer.
It's just sweet.
It's just general sweetness, but I do like it.
Yeah.
The lacing is crazy. The lacing is that carbonation.
Yes.
Look at that. Do you see that on mine?
It reminds me of carbonation that just has the tiniest bubbles and just a lot of them. Almost like a champagne or something. Because that's what's tingling on my tongue. It's like, it's crazy.
You got it. You nailed it totally.
Yeah. So I give it a 4. You give it a 4.5. What do you think about the texture? 7%. It's freaking light.
Yeah. The texture,
Super light.
they fell short big time on the texture.
Yes.
It is. It's so watered down.
Yes.
There's no body.
No body.
It's it's see-through still. Like it looks like sun tea for those that know what that is.
Yeah.
It's just it's a little too watered down for my preference.
Yeah.
So I'm actually gonna go to a 2.5 on texture. Like
2.5.
It's just, this is nowhere
Near 7.
near a 7% or even any stout I've ever had. I can't recall having a stout.
Even a milk stout.
No, I can't recall having a milk stout that's so watered down.
Yeah, it's watered down.
And lackluster.
Yeah. I gave it a 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's so light.
Yeah.
It's almost too light for me. I mean, that's why I like porters and stouts, because they're a heavier beer. They're not a light beer. So it's super light. It looks like a golden stout to me.
It's
Looks just like
it's on the cusp.
Golden stout. Yeah. Knock it off. Yeah, so I gave it a 2. You gave it what, 2.5?
2.5.
So what do you think about the finish?
The finish I like. It's a really nice finish. Everything you get on the taste is still lingering on the finish. There's no bitterness, just all sweet, dry, clean. They use a flex extract as their hop, which I'm not super familiar with, different kinds of hops and what you get or what they do.
A lot of hops out there, yeah.
I do like the finish. I could not only have one by myself, I think I could have I might enjoy multiples of this. The color and the texture is throwing me off. Like, I like dark, I like thick, substantial. That sounds bad. Anyway, my finish is a 4.5.
Wow.
I think it's really nice finish.
Nice. I gave it just above average. I gave it a 3.5 because it is sweet, almost too sweet, and the carbonation is just making it even more sweeter and fizzing in my mouth a lot, and it lingers for me. It's not going away. It's just sitting there fizzing on my tongue. So.
How about bitterness for you? You have any bitterness?
No.
No.
No, whatever hops they use, I can kind of tell it's a little off. Whatever the hop they use, but it is a sweet beer.
The flex.
It's the flex
extract.
It's the flex extract.
That's the hop.
Yeah. So I gave it a 3.5 because I think it is above average for the finish for a beer. It's just 7%. It's a light, but it's a lot of carbonation, and the even more sweetness comes out, I think, on the finish, and it lingers a lot. And I am sticky. Which for a 7% you usually don't get, so there's a lot of lactose and sugar in it. So
yeah, I think it does too.
So for a total, Janet, what do you give Common Space Brewery? Common Space Brewery, yeah. Their chocolate molten cake ice cream beer.
Keep going.
What's your total? Man, that's a lot. God,
it's a mouthful.
Long. Yeah.
My total was a 3.7 out of 5.0.
That's good, almost a 4.
I was super caught off guard by the color and even the texture. It really threw me off. Like, I was expecting to hate it.
Yeah.
From the taste and thereafter, it definitely redeemed itself for me. Super flavorful. I can't say whether they did or did not achieve, matching the taste of the ice cream flavor by Coolhaus. I've never had it, so I can't say whether, that was...
They achieved some sweetness, though.
They did.
It's sweet.
It's sweet.
A sweet beer.
I like the taste, and I like the texture is off, but I like the finish. So my total was a 3.7. I definitely look forward to other beers from this brewery. I would love to go to the facility. It looks amazing. Yeah. And I think I did see that they put out a lot of dark beers.
Good.
So.
Well, if California would open up again, maybe we could go.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
I gave it a 3.1, so right at average for me. Like you, the appearance for a 7% stout, it looked like a golden stout. It looks like tea right now.
It really does.
Yeah. Texture, it doesn't taste like a 7%. It's almost like a 3 or 4%. It's super, super light. A little too carbonated for me, and the sweetness was just a little off. But I think it's a good beer. It's an average beer for me. I was expecting a lot more because I have had a lava cake before. I haven't had the Molten, which I think is kind of the same, right? A Molten cake.
I mean, I could be off, but I think they're the same.
Yeah, so I have had a lot of lava cake before, and they're usually dark and rich.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's a good beer. It makes me want to try more of their beers, and like you said, go there and they put out a lot of stouts, which we love. So yeah, but anyway, I give it a 3.1. So right at average, you give it a 3.7. So Gumbo Mud Review is a 3.4. So above average beer. It's not bad for our first beer we've had from Common Space. It's not bad. It's definitely sweet, which it has flavor, which a lot of our beers we get don't have much flavor. They're just kind of a base stout.
You gotta appreciate that.
I do appreciate that it does have flavor and it has a direction. Now, whether it tastes like the ice cream, it's kind of hard to get a beer to taste like ice cream unless you're Untitled Octopi or
oh God.
Right, or
they make me weak in the knees, those names.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
Yeah, so there's a couple of them that nail that kind of sweetness, but it is sweet. It's an interesting beer. It has some direction and it has a lot of flavor. So I think for both of us, the appearance and then the texture is just kind of lacking. So
definitely.
Yeah. So Gumbo Mud Review is a 3.4 for Common Space Brewing. chocolate molten cake ice cream beer. So yeah, that's our review of this beer, and thank you guys for watching, and click the like and share button and share it with everyone, and click the subscribe button for more dark beer reviews.
And please visit our Instagram page. It's Gumbo Mud, MUDD. We put out several posts a week. We do giveaways and all sorts of fun shenanigans. So follow us there, and we look forward to seeing you on our next video.
Yeah, we'll see you on the next review. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.